Just load up your index cards and we'll bring them up. There you go. She'll pick them up. Okay, so we're all set as far as how we do with the point toss. Bob, you get your stopwatch. Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. The first question is, appropriately enough, this is kind of the benefit of being the chairman of the board of the chamber, from Bob Kilroy.
I didn't rig this.
I just did it for my job security. Okay, here we go. The first question, it's actually a very important question, I think, is, would you please identify 2 or 3 initiatives you would pursue in the first 6 months to make doing business in Massachusetts that more attractive? Identify 2 or 3 initiatives you would pursue in the first 6 months, assuming of your office, to make doing business in Massachusetts more attractive.
And Tom, Wesley, you're up, please.
Well, thank you. I think what we decide to tackle first in the 112th Congress is going to be dependent upon what the 111th Congress decides to do or leave undone. So as we know that the Congress adjourned 6 weeks early this year to be able to come home and, I presume, campaign because they were unable to pass the 2011 fiscal year budget. And they were unable to resolve what was going to happen with the Bush-era tax cuts or the Obama-era tax increases, depending upon your point of view. So some of that work must need to be done, and we'll see. But I think tax cuts in the economy are important issues. You know, a rising tide floats all boats, as it's said. And as we develop a more robust economy, we will actually increase our tax revenues and begin to ease the burden of deficit spending in Washington, but that's not enough, clearly. We need to avoid additional tax increases that are hidden in the form of cap and trade, for example. We've seen that the EPA is already changing regulations which are going to affect costs on American business. A cost on American business, a tax on American business, a fee on American business flows right through to the consumer, flows right through to small businesses as well. It makes you less competitive. Let's work on a moratorium for new taxation, a moratorium on new regulatory environments until this, or regulatory regulations until this economy begins to turn around again. Let's not put more burdens on that. And again, this Bush-era tax cut extension has the impact of taking $5,000 out of your wallet for each family in the 2nd Congressional District. That is a lot of money. And that should have been resolved before Congress went home. And then clearly Obamacare. The national health care needs to be repealed in my mind. I am an advocate of health care residing at the state level and let states compete across state lines if they so choose.